Welcome back to the 3 Point Show. Is your host with the most, Michael, also known as Michael. This guy to my left, Arsenal enthusiast.
100%.
Is that a word, enthusiast? Enthusiast.
Yeah, enthusiast.
Yeah, you get what I mean. No one try to draw me out in the comments because I'll bang you up. No, I mean, season's gone past. You've already got a glaring eye. You already know what's coming.
Yeah.
The season's gone past.
Wait, just quickly, how do you feel like Arsenal's last season? How do you feel about it? Like, how do you feel about the season?
In the words of the legend that is Shamim Begum, I'm disappointed, but not surprised. It was. Oh no.
I'll give you that.
In all seriousness, yeah. Football's crazy. It's one of them ones where it's up and down.
Yeah.
For Arsenal, more time it's down.
Yeah.
I mean, we look like we spent our whole budget on the advert for the Arsenal kit as opposed to buying players. We've not bought a single player except for Gabriel Martinelli.
Gabriel something.
Gabriel Martinelli.
Let's be honest, he's a kid.
Yeah, he's a kid, so yeah,
it's irrelevant.
Yeah. So
it's irrelevant.
He's not there, man. What? Wait. Give me your whole thing, because you're just saying something about Emery. You let loose on Arsenal. What's your whole thoughts?
Okay, last year I would say last year. Let's say at the beginning of last season, I said to myself, really and truly, I'm not expecting too much here because we have to give Emery his time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's the first year after the whole Wenger era, so there's going to be so many changes. Like, we have to give him his time. Like, we can't be like one of these Man Uniteds where with the whole David Moyes, you give a guy a chance for a little bit, you cut him loose. No, we need to give Emery his chance.
Mm.
And we did that. And to be honest, as a whole, I was like, I was upset that obviously we lost in the final and we didn't get top 4. But at the beginning of the season, I didn't expect us to do what we did anyway. So I probably would have expected us to get to the final.
Yep.
But I didn't expect us to do what we did in the league, because really and truly we should have got that top 4. And I thought that we probably would have been battling for 6th because I just didn't have any faith in us. I felt like we were going to have to go through a bit of turmoil. I felt like it was going to be a very tough season for us. But the players that Emery did bring in, this is why I had faith in him. I actually had faith in him for the whole of last season. It's only now that I've lost my faith in him.
Why?
Because all of the transfers that he brought in, bar Liechtensteiner, he was a waste of time.
Yeah. I think
All the other transfers that he brought in, they improved our squad. They were fantastic transfers.
Mm-hmm.
Guendouzi, he played out of his skin last year.
No, I wouldn't say played out of his skin.
What? Little Doozy Vert, that's my guy.
Little Doozy Vert?
Guendouzi is my guy.
That's a new one. Okay, Little Doozy.
Like, Guendouzi played so well that I was considering putting 29 in the back of my shirt this year.
I see. No.
No, for me...
There's only 129 in Europe.
Who's that?
Banda Baby 29. But carry on. but carry on.
So, like, I felt like he played so well, I was going to do that. Torreira as well, fantastic signing. Torreira, nobody can talk to me about Torreira right now. That goes without saying. Socrates, he was probably our best centre-back last year. Obviously, he's very rash. He's very, very rash. But I feel like I like his positioning, and he's that bit of, brute strength that we needed. Like, he's that sort of...
Wait, who?
I would say Socrates.
Okay.
Like leadership force. Like, he was that brute strength that we needed. We needed somebody at the back that was going to shake things up. It was... What shagged us really last year was Rob Holding getting injured, because we needed him. He was playing very well before he got injured. And also Bellerin, all of the injuries he had. Because obviously a lot of people have their views on Bellerin, whether he's just a speed merchant or he's this and that. But at the end of the day, that speed...
Someone said Next Cafu, but I don't know who that was.
That speed, that saves us. Like, really and truly, that speed will save us. Like, we're always getting hit on the counter and all this stuff. His speed, it will save us because it will hold up the player. He can bring them down for a foul. Like, we needed that. So I was happy with Emery, and at the beginning of the season when he was making those big changes, so like 45 minutes are gone, he's bringing on players, we're winning games. I'm saying, in Emery I trust, in Unai I trust. I was happy. I was like, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. the beginning of this season has shown me that he's just another Wenger. He's just another yes man. Like, for me, he's just another yes man. But I'm stupid because I should have realised that when we hired him, one of the main reasons why we hired him is because he's happy to work under the transfer system which Arsenal have. Yes, that's one of the main reasons why we hired him, because PSG have a similar transfer system, which is basically, you can say that you want this player or that player, but that's irrelevant. We're going to send out our scouts. Our scouts are going to tell us that, yeah, we should buy this player, we should buy that player. And you are just going to be a coach, and you're going to coach those players. So whatever player we bring to you, you're going to coach. That's what they did at PSG. And that's why we were so willing to give him this job, because he understands that that's his role. He's a coach. Like, I'm struggling to find the words. Last year we clearly weren't good enough, and this year we have not made any improvements whatsoever so far.
Well, having said that, only Newcastle have bought less players than us. We've only bought one. Newcastle haven't bought any. So that shows what
Newcastle are going down to
the likes of Southampton, Wolverhampton, all these kind of teams that are lower in stature than Arsenal have bought more. They're investing in
Leicester. Teams like Leicester and Wolves that were in and around us last year, they're improving their squad.
They're improving. Wolves are a really good squad. But yeah. I don't blame Emery. Emery, when he came to this team, had jet black hair. Maybe that was dyeing it. A lot of you guys that are going to new barbers to be putting dyeing your hair, don't think anything of that. Don't worry about that. He had jet black hair. I think I watched an interview on YouTube a couple of weeks ago. I see some grey streaks. It's the stress that Arsenal's putting him through. I don't blame him one bit.
What stress do you have being an Arsenal manager?
Nothing to no criticism. Kroenke. Explain it just to a lot of people that don't know who he is, because he's the back. He's obviously the owner of the club, but people don't see his involvement. That's because he has no involvement. He doesn't do anything. But yeah. I'll let you speak on Kroenke.
Stan Kroenke, what can I say? This guy, what he's done to me as an Arsenal fan is he's categorically ruined my life. The reason why he's ruined my life. Because for me, football is such an instrumental part of my life that I feel like, how can you truly be happy when your football team is doing absolute nonsense? Because all it takes is for one person to say, but look at Arsenal, and it just changes your whole demeanour. Like, from when Kroenke bought the majority shareholding in Arsenal, which I think he did either last year or 2 years ago, that was the biggest mistake to ever happen, because now he can do whatever he likes with the club and their finances, and nobody can question his loan. So he's using us to pay for the shares that he bought. Can you believe that? Tell me that's not daylight robbery. He's using Arsenal to repay buying Arsenal.
Do you know about his middle name? Stan Ponzi Kroenke. As in the Ponzi scheme, as in he's a con artist.
He is.
It's enough. It's enough.
He's a con artist. He clearly doesn't care about the club.
He clearly doesn't care about the club.
And that's a big problem. I feel like it was like when we were speaking about like basketball, just to go back briefly, like for me, all sports stars, their main ambition should be to win. Like, if you own a sports club, your main ambition should be to win. I understand the business side of things, because obviously the economy's tight. I understand that.
The economy's tight.
But what you need to realise is, in order to get more money, you need to win. You need to attract the big players. And you get money from winning all these big trophies and big prizes as well. So what I don't understand is, why don't you invest more into the club to try and be successful in order to get more money? He's trying to do everything on the broke. And it's not going to work. It's not in this day and age.
It's not going to work. And it's quite unfortunate, because that's just how it goes.
It's really sad.
That's just how it goes. I mean, he's not going to free up the funds.
No chance.
Now, as he's not going to free up the funds, that just makes this whole Zaha thing long-winded.
It's childish.
There's two problems. I think Zaha is obviously the best player outside of the top six. That's just my opinion. I also think what?
I'm trying to think. You said he's the best player outside of the top
best
six.
Player outside the top six. I'll let you ponder on that.
Yeah.
Kieran Tierney is a quality left back. which has a lot. He has a lot of promise. I would take them in the heartbeat, both of them. But obviously that doesn't answer the problem at the club. Our main problem is that centre back. We have our captain that doesn't even want to be there anymore.
Well, let's not say our captain. That's your captain. He's not my captain.
So he's not your captain. Who's your captain?
The saddest thing is, my captain doesn't even play for our club anymore.
I see. Yeah, I don't know. Who's your captain?
Our captain left us 2 seasons ago.
He left us 2 seasons.
Like, there's a player right now who should be at Arsenal Football Club, and I feel like he is the player that we need to lead this squad. Like, we need a leader. Like, I can't remember the last time we had a real leader, and this player was a homegrown leader, and that's Jack Wilshere. He was in and out Mr. Arsenal. He's what you need in a captain. Like, when I look at a captain, I need those sorts of qualities, and he had that.
I genuinely ask everyone. He was my favourite player at the club. I love Jack Wilshere. I just do. But he's made a paper mache, so I don't understand how he's meant to be our captain. I play on the bench.
But I'm not even trying to. He's back now, and I wish him all the best.
I'm not even trying to mock his injuries, because injuries but if you're a captain, you don't play. I mean,
I know it is sad.
But that being said, our problem is obviously lying back, centre back.
Yeah, we need some defenders.
But what do you think of Zaha? Are we going to get him? I mean, I think they value him at 80 million, which is 80 million is crazy. But they value him at 80 million.
I feel like most players are overvalued anyway.
Yeah, most players for me anyway as well. I agree with you. He's valued at 80 million. We've been in 40 million. Like, you know what? Let me tell you this whole thing. But if I go to Sainsbury's now, yeah, and they say, oh, that drink is £2, I'll be like, I'll pay 70p for it. They'll be like, what are you doing? This is not 2009. Yeah. What are you doing that you're bidding? They bid half. You bidding half.
I feel like it was.
Are you taking the bids?
It's very cheeky. I don't understand that side of things from Arsenal. But what I said to one of my friends earlier on in the week is, we bid 40 million for Zaha. 2 seasons ago, that 40 million would have got us Zaha.
Yeah.
So,
but it's not 2 seasons.
But what has he done within those last 2 seasons to give him that extra 40 million value?
Supply and demand, my friend. Supply and demand.
You know, yeah, I give you that.
It's not because of
that's basically
it's not because of
what he's done. It's just fair enough. I'll give you that.
Do you get what I mean? I mean, and they're going to be losing a star. I mean, Crystal Palace will probably get relegated if he's not there in a heartbeat, because Benteke chipping in with 3 goals all season. Why don't? It's not really helping.
That's why I don't understand why they don't want to do a little deal with us. Like, take one of the deadweight that we have.
Not deadweight. No. Because see, now who's going to want to say? He's going to want to take your deadweight. How about this? I propose a deal. You give us Zaha, we'll give you 40 million. Kolasinac, Mustafi. I throw it on any deal breaker. Take it.
You know what? Yeah, I'm not
take it or leave it. Take it or leave it.
That deal, I'll happily.
You take it.
I'll take that deal. They can have all those players.
Let's see. I mean, we'll have you on before the season starts, probably in August sometime if you're available. And we'll see if we've made any moves, or
I feel we need to. I feel like if we don't make any major signings this summer, this season is not even going to be worth watching, because it's what we're going to improve on. Like, how are we going to be any different? Yeah, we're still going to have no defenders. We're still going to have no wingers. I feel like if we don't make any signings, our next step is we're going to lose players.
100%.
Like, we're struggling to keep the players in camp.
We've been losing.
So we're going to lose more players.
Yeah. Right, let me signing off. This is the 3 Point Show. It's your host of the most, Michael, also known as Michael. To my left is Bastos. I'm going to insert his socials here.
Solomon Bastos, the one and only. You guys make sure you like and subscribe to 3 Point Show.
You heard him first. Make sure you like and subscribe. Boop. I think if I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Giveaway just before the season starts. Hopefully.
Just before the season starts, I'm going to give away a house. Giveaway. I'm a giveaway. I'm
Listen, he said it here, so you guys make sure 1,000 subscribers.
Might be a house in Monopoly, but Anyway, you know what I mean. Subscribe. Like, something's in the works. He'll be back to explain it. So
I'll be back.
Trust.
Space.
In a bit.